welcome. I'm Local Moon Bunny VTuber, Jueri. Jueri's, I have a confession to make. I've been hired by the Earth Federation to examine our pilots in training here. We have asked you to submit your worst sins in order to be considered whether or not it would be something we can overlook as in our hiring process. Henceforth, we have a new setup for this stream. I cannot be there physically because I'm taking care of chickens, I'm sorry to say. So I'm here in spirit, or actually in holographic form. Welcome everyone again. It is I apologize for the lateness. It won't happen again. Oh, actually, it will happen again like next Thursday, but for now, it won't happen again. So, shall we begin with our ceremony? By the way, it's not me who will decide your fate. It will also be the fellow Jueris in the chat as well. So we'll see whether or not this counter right here will improve in the long coming of the stream. Hopefully, we're gonna try to aim for 10 approved pilots for this stream. If not, I guess gonna do better next time, right? Howdy, Commander Tao. Thank you for moderating the chat today. I appreciate your service. Hello again. All right. Like I said, today I'm in the podium alongside other Jueris as well. Aside me is the Rainbow Jueri. Oh, wait, hold on. Why am I like... I'm a little bit too short. Hold on, I need to stand on the chair a little bit. Give me a second. Alright. Like I said, there are multiple Jueris with us today. Our main one is Rainbow Jueri, those who have experience for over a year in the chat and stuff. And the other Jueri is a blue one, so that's what we have today. And here we have, in the middle of our screen, the Jueri that will read the confessionals. He'll be reading all 20 confessionals for today's stream, maybe less, maybe more, we'll see. But why are you so nervous, bro? You're not the one getting executed. I mean, you're not the one getting rejected. You're just the one reading the confessions, right? We had some pretty dicey ones, I would say. So please enjoy the stream. Admit it? Admitted what? I admitted nothing. Whoa, you guys are mean. You guys are coming out with the firepower today. Hello, I'm not afraid. You're not even part of the whole thing. You're not even observed by the Earth Federation for your gunpla at all. You're just a cameraman, aren't ya? Execute it? No. We just reject him. Here it is. Don't be afraid, Jueri. Like I said, we're just getting rejected. Maybe there's like a trap door underneath for each one. Who knows? All he's doing is just reading to us the confessionals. All right. So that is the game plan for today's stream. Let me put on the sinners score here. We'll update it as is right now. Currently, we are with our score at 0-0. Alright. Happy birthday, Treatment! You guys are familiar with this set? They were very nice enough to lend me the set for this stream specifically. So I'd like to thank Miorine's father. Thank you so much. And we shall see. Alright, let's go to the podium. First confessional. Jueri, please read it. Confession number 1. I have no backlog since I never built a Gundam. In fact, I think I've never seen one. Does that count as sin? Why are you here? Aren't you in the Mochi Corps? Why are you here? You don't build? But you're here? Well, we can't even hire you as an accountant if you don't even know what the Gundams are you? Well, I guess it's a very easy, rejected. There you go. Rejected, I'm sorry. We're gonna reject your application. I don't even know why you're here. You're just kind of misplaced, I suppose. Tuh. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Already off to the wrong foot with this one. How can this be? Alright, 1 denied. 0 to approve. But it's okay, you know, it's just the first one. I'm sure the council will be ready for the second confessional, right? We're gonna start a little slow. We're gonna start a little bit on the surface with things. There's something that gets pretty deep and stuff towards the later bit of stream, so stay tuned for that. There's actually a fair amount of people who don't build in Discord, interestingly. They have no business being in the Mochi Corps if they don't build now, do they? Hello, good morning. Good morning, Star Trek Kitty. I hope things are well for you. Morning. Thank you for your funds towards Jueriverse. Thank you. Anyways, next one. Let's put this one away. Confession number 2. I have an opening in the back of my desk that I use as a nub pit. Considering that it's been in place for over a year now, it's accumulated just more than just nubs. Ooh. Ooh. What else? What's else in there? Dust? Just nub pit? What do we think here, Council? I don't know, to be honest, they sound pretty resourceful, don't they? Wait, what? What do you mean more? What else could be in there? Maybe glue? A bit of glue, a bit of plastic shavings? Maybe wood shavings? Dust? Spiders? Ooh, spiders in there, huh? To me, this Jueri sounds very resourceful, you know? They have a spot for all their nub marks and stuff. They would be a fine addition to the Earth Federation one day. I don't think it's completely a sin that we can overlook, though. There sounds like a bit of a hoarding problem among them, too. Food crumbs. Food crumbs? Do you think food crumbs is in this one, too? What do you think about this? He'd be a great engineer, you think? Rather than an engineer. He seems like he'd be good for... Are you sure? I guess this will be a very weak approve for this one. Though you should probably check in on that. I don't really know if we want hoarders in this crew. Make sure you do double check with that, okay? So I'll do a very soft approve. Your sin is not nearly as deep as some of the others in this one, so yeah, we'll let you go through. Mold? Mold? You can get mold in this? Should we put rejecting in a pile? No, they're being resourceful. There'll come a time and day where this will be useful. Don't worry about it, you're fine, Jueri, you're fine. Put you in approval here. For now, you'll be the first to show what it is that is considered a sin, and also not that big of a sin either. Moldable suit? What quality suit do you think we have out there? We start off with plastics in order to see how they treat the one that's actually built with metal. Anyways, confession number 3. If you hoard enough nubs, can you melt them together into a homemade Gunpla? That is true. What I'm saying here is that they're hoarding it right now. Maybe they don't have a use for it, but once we give them a bit more direction, they might be able to craft something with it. So I can see them being an asset to our crew. You'll be sentenced to be fighting. No. We would never do that to them. Alright, confession number 3. Professor Jueri, read it off. I convinced a friend to try Gunpla, but he didn't want to spend the money on good tools, so he built the RG Nanju. Sorry, I had more flashback. RG Nanju with cable cutters, and a crappy 30-cent knife that was way too small for his hand. He checked the Nanju multiple times. First of all, my condolences. I feel so sorry for you. Okay? Second of all, 30 cents? Where do you find 30 cents knife? That's what I want to know. What the heck? 30-cent knife? Yo, hook me up with this friend. He seems like he knows where to find the best deals. That's his friend's fault though. Friends don't let friends build artists in Nanju. True! Ooh, you know what this is? It sounds like a cry for help. Why are you submitting your friend's sin? And you're sitting on silence when this is all happening. That sounds a little bit devious, don't you think? It sounds like in a battlefield, you're gonna leave your friend alone. You're gonna leave him alone there and choose not to side with him and help him out. I don't know if we can make use of pilots like you. You seem like you wouldn't be a good fit. What do you guys think about that? I'm starting to think that mayhaps we have to reject this guy on the basis that he's not helping his friend out here. If anything, if his friend confessed this and said, "Oh, I was the one who built the RG Nanju with cable cutters, crappy 30-cent knife, and chucked it across the time," I might actually overlook that simply because this is Nanju. It's one of our enemies, you know. I think it's a pretty pliable and also valid crash out if I was them. Friends should help each other. Right, Tao, you're right. They should help each other. He shouldn't be in a spot where he's checking the motorcade across the room. I think, based on this person's confession, we gotta reject him. I'm sorry, we gotta reject him. Simply because the fact that this guy is leaving his friend out to dry. It's not even his confession, meaning that there's something much sinister and darker We can't let this go through. Oh, sorry. We gotta take you down. You'll only be a dead weight in our crew. I'm sorry. That was just horrible. How could you? I would have might have overlooked it if they were the ones confessing, but here it is on his behalf. It's so weird of you, isn't it? You think you're so perfect? Well, I don't think so. I think you got something deep and dark in your heart, but you're not about to post it, aren't you? Denied! Damn, only one pilot is the guy who's hoarding nubs. That's crazy, actually. And that's almost a sinister thing to do. Because we like to be resourceful, but not that resourceful. It's almost borderline hoarding. Why is the bunny having a seizure? He's not having a seizure. He's just quaking his boots. He's just quaking his boot. He's fine. Look at them. Now, if he was having a seizure, we'd probably cut the stream. But he's fine here. I don't know, there's a lot of backstabbing in the EFSF as it is. We've been cutting down on it though. Our numbers are pretty good in this recent day. Blame is a misfortune your fur. I know no such thing. Put Nutpick guy in the Dunworld sector? You're right. We could move him there, couldn't we? Alright, read the next one, Jueri. Whoa. Okay. I'm not my Danganronpa arm. What are you talking about? What is Danganronpa? Anyways. Confession 4. I very rarely stand. I just knife it and hope for the best. Sometimes I just go with the nippers alone. This leads to an occasional gouge. I don't care. Life is too short. I got kids to build. Honestly? Honestly? Base. Holy! Sometimes we need this kind of attitude in our building community here too. Can you imagine this guy gets put in a pilot suit? He's down to just vibe in the mobile suit and fight for the Earth Federation. He's perfect. Awesome. No notes. Approved. It's pretty normal. Pretty normal? Jugs. Try gouging one of your kids and see if it's normal or not. Or approving him. I'm sorry, he's just a prime example of what we should look for. Wow, really? I'm surprised it considered as a sin. I guess the gouging would be considered sinful, wouldn't it? Damaging our mobile suits, but to be honest, our mobile suit gets destroyed in battle anyways, right? So it wouldn't really matter. They need to have that level of attachment to the mobile suit itself. We can't have someone be keeping their mobile suit pristine. They must be lazy or not in battle all that often. We need more like this person. We need more like them. Alright, let's see. Putting this at 2 now. 2, not bad, not bad. We have 20 confessions in total, so we're going to do them pretty fast. Alright. Let's go. Give me a second on this. I don't know why the cuts are so... Give me a bit. Put this at 5. Okay. Rinse away. Get the Nutpit guy to fix the gouge. We don't really know if Nutpit guy is even gonna do that. He seems like he's just hoarding Nutpits for no reason. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Professional number 5, Jueri. The first kit I built was a Bandai NG Nervash Type 0. And I had no tools, so I ripped every part of the runner with my bare hands. And then proceeded to try and apply the color correcting stickers over the raw nub stubs. Also, no panel lining too. Actually, interestingly, this Jueri has attached an image. Shall we look this one? Well, wait, hold on. Move this one up a little bit, huh? This is like gouging guy, but less cool, huh? Hold on, let's move this here. Your first kit, barehanded. It's a little bit unsightly. You are a bit of a brute based on those confession, but we can use a couple of muscles around the base. This is perfectly fine, isn't it? The question is, do they do that now? Good question, Commander Tao. They still do that. You know, it'd be a little bit rough on our actual mobile suit. You know, some guy decides to stitch the tools instead of go for his hand. It could be a little bit detrimental to the base of the whole thing. Game and build. Sheesh. Gouging guy, but less cool is wild. I'm just saying. That evidence is a little bit ugly, but I do appreciate that you provided visual proof for it too. It's pretty raw. Putting color correcting stickers over the raw nub stubs. You know, I kind of want the levels to look a little pretty in battles too. We can't just overlook some of the things just for shortcuts, you know. You better have gone back and polished this kit, buddy. I don't know. Look at those pictures. They look a little too recent, don't you think? Look at that. That's a very high quality. Actually, this is the Samsung Galaxy S23. I don't know. Okay. We'll approve of you just because it's your first one. But after this, though, I hope you change your ways. Approve. Thank you for your confession. Alright, that puts us as 5 for this one. Force build yesterday? Well, that would change some things if the first build yesterday didn't consult anyone, considering we have a vast amount of resources available to the builders. We'll have to consider that on a different basis if it really is their first day yesterday. Not using a resource is considered a massive sin among VTubers. I would not go back as a reminder as how I started to make sure to do it properly. Oh, commendable, commendable. Hopefully you'll buy another kit so you can compare the changes and stuff. I feel like there should be something to show how much you improved since then, whether that be improving on your first kit or buying a second one. Alright. Already approved, thank you. Let's see, next one. Overpaid for a kit. Okay, you think think that you overpay for a kit is considered a sin? Nah, man. We could use a couple of sugar daddies around the base. It's okay. You seem really remorseful about overpaying for a kit, but like you're keeping the industry alive with that kind of dough. I think that's perfectly fine. A scam? Oh, you know, that is true. If they're susceptible to scam, it'd be kind of hard to keep them around the base and stuff, right? He scalded the Sion would deceive him. Interesting choice. Was it a scalper? There's some confessionals that can extend this, is there? Let me see who this pilot is so I can see if they're in chat or not and can add on to this. Now this happened more than one time to be a bit of a core thing to them. Yes, we would have to remove them, right? Probably went to Michael's. Michael's! Damn. Overpaying for a kit. You are keeping the industry alive, but this gullibility would kinda be your ruins, wouldn't it? Alright, next time, you do your research, okay? For now, though, we're gonna have to return you over. I'm sorry. We can't take this risk. I'm sorry. We can't take this risk. Overpaying kit by... Okay, what range, though, should we say that overpaying for a kit is considered too much? If you overpaid by $5, I can overlook that, right? If he overpaid by, let's see, 50 or 100, you are just asking to be deceived by Xeons. I don't know if he's strong enough to resist their brainwash. Think of it supporting the local shops. Listen, if he had him a list of parts to buy, he's gonna be running us dry in the long run. I don't know about that. That's a sin we should probably consider. More than 25% of MSRP? Maybe 30? It depends on the total cost. Let's say it's a $100 kit. Let's start with 100 because it's very easy to do math. If it goes from 100 to 125, let's see, and then shipping and stuff too makes it about 135. Okay, if he overpaid by... It's the military, everything you buy is overpriced anyways. Okay, real. Alright, fine. Could be worse. We'll just make sure to give this guy a very strict budget and shopping list to work with. He'll be fine. You're approved. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Alright, so that puts at 4. I think we're being too lenient, to be honest. We're being either too lenient or these sins are not sinful enough for us to work with. That's the issue with this. Let's see here. Oh, I think I can, this way here. Next one. The military contractors will love him. We need to be resourceful. We can't be too lenient, or else we're gonna be run dry. They're not sinful or sin. Oh, wait till you see some of the other ones. I had to censor a couple words. Anyways, Jueri, prepare yourself. Whoa, it's so small. Hold on. Speak a little louder. Thank you. The first ever model kit I've done was a first grade sock. Do you know who you're applying for? Well, regardless, I believe you can turn over a new leaf. We'll see. The first model kit I ever done was a first grade Saku, and I realized I put the legs on the wrong side. So I tried to take them apart, but they were so tightly in that one of the legs snapped. So I tried super gluing back on, but used too much and lost the waist connector and broke the shield on the arm. Okay, you know, on a Zaku kit, that's fine. Perfect. That's what we like to look for. He's practicing on capturing units. Common practice in the Federation, nothing unusual. Something suspicious about this. Now, either A, he's on our side, or B, he's actually a double agent here. My first kit was the RG Zeta and RG Sinanju. There's no way. Let's put that aside for now, though. Learning experience, no way. Do you have intel on enemy suit? Let's cook. Oh! Send them to Xeon to break their mills. Oh, okay, you know. We like this. We can use this as a double agent right here for us. We can use them as a double agent for between us and Xeon, huh? They got some intel we don't have. I like this. Easily approve. Don't do it for ours though. Don't touch our suits. We'll just use the double agent for this one, okay? That's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Alright, so that puts us at what? That puts us at... Oh, I can put it here too, I didn't realize. That'll put us at 5. Damn, I thought we were gonna be harder on you guys. We'll be more concerned when we see the split in this. Double agent. Double agent, yes, double agent. Alright, next one. Putting this away. This is confession number 8. Confession number 8! I actually broke a lot of kits before completing one correctly back in high school. Okay, perfect. Child soldier. One day when he started. When I started building Gunpla, the casualties, MG Unicorn OVA version, RG Zaku 2, perfect, we love that. RG Gundam MK2, RG Zeta. My big hands just did not handle shoulders well. My first successful kits were the high grade UC New Gundam, high grade UC Rizal, SD BB Senshi Unicorn. Oh! Okay. SD High New, and finally the RG Freedom. Because of all the breaking, I stopped building for a few years. No, this is not a Gunpla skin. This is not a Gunpla skin at all. You have reform. You punish yourself. We don't need to do anything or be worried about that. Oh, okay. The glaze, it speaks to me. This guy has experience in battle. Clearly, like this is. Clearly someone we could make use of in our field. Broke an MK2. Heresy, fired into space for your crimes. No, but he also broke a RG Zaku 2. I think it's okay, you know, perfectly fine. Even though he has a couple of kits he perfectly broke, he has a couple that he has built just fine too. Send this man to MP New Gundam Incom type. Whoa. It's not a sin, it's more of unfortunate circumstance. Having big hands could be pretty useful in the crew. He sounds like someone who has brute strength. We could use a couple of those guys on a crew, right? That's incredible. Hey, but the problem is that he's like a 50-50 coin flip kind of guy. Well, one thing I'm really concerned is the fact that he seemed like a slow learner. How are you gonna build 4, break 4 of them, and then start building correctly? I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's like a break 4 in a row, or is it break 1 and then build 1 perfectly, break 1 and build perfectly, or is it something that switches between the 2? I don't know. It's a little bit hard to say with this one. My hands are way too delicate to have even 1/3 of your body count. How many do I have? I personally only broke 1 model kit. But other than that, I think it's passable because it's only 1. Also, my first model kit too. But this sounds like he has experience after the first, right? Just don't put him in RG. Looks like Camille wants to send him to the woman. Also, he has genuinely abysmal taste. Somehow hit all of the worst possible kids to start. Is that so? You think it's the fault of these model kits in the first place? Well, do you really blame the guy? Send to the durability testing. Perfect, perfect idea. Love that. Good idea. Thank you, Toast. Haven't broken any kits yet. Touch wood. Damn, perfect. That's awesome. Cause I have one shot down, but that's okay. I have many more on top of that. This one though, they said that they stopped building for a few years. I'm kind of wondering whether or not they're still building with this one. He did choose one good kid on accident with these kids here. Oh, he's just struggling with it. Okay. You can be part of the durability testers. You're fine. There could be worse, right? You know, it's hard. I'll leave it to council on this one. I don't think I can make a sound judgment on this, so I'll send it to the jury here. What do you guys think? Should we let them pass, or should we deny them in fear of breaking our own Mobile 6 too? Approved for the test team? Alright, we got one for the approval here. How about any others? Any other opinions? Pass? Okay, pass. GM tester? Perfect. Sorry, not GM. Gym tester? See, the Federation would probably hire me. Alright, your fate has been decided. I was a little bit unsure, but it seems like a lot of people like your gusto here. Approved. Thank you so much. We will think highly of you in the upcoming durability tests. Alright. Good day. Yippee! Alright. I think it's a little bit of a breather because some people in chat have also broken their kids too, so he sort of represents us all in some form or matter. Just a bit on the outlier side of things, because this is about what, 4 kids? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, about 4. Could be worse. Send him in cyber type testing. We should send him as a spy with the other confessional, right? They could just work out. Let's see. This one's a little shorter, it looks like. Oh hell no. 14? You make the glass guy look like an angel. What the heck? 14? Wait. If he broke 14. No, I'm sorry. No question asked. You're just instant deny. I'm sorry. You are not even durability test. You can, huh? You can at least say you built. Oh, you know, I broke 14, but I successfully built 100 or so. Oh, 14% build rate is crazy, actually. Sorry. We gotta take you out. I'm sorry. We can't do this. We can't take risks. This is so different. Finally, someone to deny. Now we look a little bit more strict, don't we? Some people in here haven't built 14. Oh, I think personally I'm somewhere around 14, 15 myself, but that's because I've been building the MGs and stuff. Sorry, I gotta execute you. I mean, no, I do mean execute at you. What did I joke about earlier? No, you're actually sent to the execution room because we can't have you around us. You seem like, no matter if you're for Federation or Xeon, you're crazy. I think what kind of sins I made with my kids, I don't think I've since I'm careful with them. Perfect! You'll be a good addition to our crew. Except for the OGS Freedom, I pretty much wrecked in battle. Well, it's not 14, so I guess we know where the lines is drawn here. we have standards with this one. Is this like a case of having big hands? I don't understand. It has to be a case of having big hands. Alright, 1, 2, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. We'll take a quick break, quick water break before that happens. Damn, I didn't make a water breaks. Anyways, I didn't make a water break, so that's on me. Hi, Troll Life. You're in time for this confession. Next one, 10th confession. I only build the weapons I want to pose the model with, and I never finish the rest. I'm ashamed for you. So you build the weapon, and you leave the rest of the parts for someone else to build. That's crazy. So is it like, what does this mean? What does this mean? You build the weapon only? So let's say This beam saber in a kit, you just buy it. You overpaying? You're overpaying for a kit just for the weapon? Huh? Nothing wrong with that? No, no, no. I think there's something wrong with that. That sounds like they have really bad budgeting experience here. Use every weapon at your disposal as a soldier. Deny? What I'm hearing is they don't build the model kit, but they do build the weapon sometimes just so they can have it as a part for the other kits, maybe? From the sound of it? You're guilty of this for a couple of kits. Okay, since the actual confessioner is not around, let me ask you, why do you do this? Why do you only build a weapon but not the model kit afterwards? Are you gonna build it later, or is it just... why? Only with 2-in-1 style kits though, like the ones with a lot of option parts for mode I don't care about? Oh, is that so? I kinda do that too. I never bothered with the white hands from the option kit I bought because I only gonna use the black ones. No, that's fine, but it sounds like they only build the weapon for... So for example, if they build the RX-78 too, they will only build the weapon and then keep the rest of the model kit in the box or something, because they need our technology. They need our space hammer for their other mobile suit or something, you know? That's what it sounds like. No, they build the kit and then just the weapon they pose with. They build the kit and then just the weapon. So they leave the other weapons in the box then? For the other synthesis has is nothing. It's hard. I kind of prefer not to have such wasted resources, you know, kind of just laying around. I only build the weapons I want to pose the model with. Okay, so alright. So what I'm hearing is they have certain. So you know how my Gunpla confessions is that I throw away the hands, hence wasting parts, but not really because they have hands too. This is the exact same thing, except they're wasting our weaponry in a worse scale. Is there a kit with a lot of weapon parts for it? Because most kits have maybe 2 weapons, 1 or 2 weapons, and then that's it. But throw away the rest. I think throwing away other weapon parts is a bit disingenuous. You don't think? Wasted resources. Who threw out extra hands? Me, but I'm still here. EGRX78 has a lot of weapons. Precisely why throwing away the weapons you don't want from it would be a waste of resource. Improper disposal of Federation property. Expel him. But you know, it's rough because this is a follow-up to the guy that has destroyed 14 model kits, so it's a little bit hard to really say where this is lying on the scale of approval or denial. You have stuff to build, you build it, you can store them easily. It sounds like they throw it away. They said never finish the rest. It sounds like they either throw it away or they keep it at bay. I don't know. Imagine getting an XCS7 sword and only building 1. That's what I'm saying, right? Exactly how our tech keeps getting into enemy hand. You're right. But they get the job done. It's just that we can have someone probably pick up their slack, you know? We can have someone build their weapon for them, and then if they can build mainframe, they can be part of the engineering crew. It's fine, right? Right? Alright, I'll leave this to you guys then. This is one that's a little bit harder on me to decide solely, so I'll leave this to the other 2 in here. What do you guys feel? Yay or nay for this? Unauthorized disposal of Federation property denied. Alright, do we have one for denying? Do you just the HR issue? What is? Which one specifically? The bunny is the commander of DF. I would trust the safety of the earth with Jueri. Exactly. You say Sin? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I said I wouldn't mention her name, but just I know you're listening to this. I'm disappointed. That's why I'm leaving my judgment, my biases to the door and leaving it to the rest of the Jerrys for this one. Leaving purgatory. Sin. Alright, denied. Easy little denial. Easily a denied one. Sorry. Sorry friend. Come back anytime though. We accept you regardless whether or not you've done this. Approve? Doesn't look like they throw out the weapon, just put off making them indefinitely? No, not even hoarding issue, right? So I don't know about that. Just crate open when they're Uber driver? Huh? Pass? No comment, I can't judge. I'm sorry if you're listening to this, friend. It's not me who passed it. It was Jerry's through and through. So we're gonna have to put that at 4. See, if I get thrown out because I don't really build the hands, then I feel like on the same scale it should be more heinous if it's with weapons. That's literally free weapon tree, right? Alright. We're done. Let's take a quick 15-minute break, because I didn't realize we're gonna be going through so fast. I only have like 20 confessions, so. Do I have this? Alright. Whoa! Give me a second. Let me change this as well. Break until... No. On break until... Wait, why is it 60 sec? Wait a minute. Hold on, wrong counter. Wait. my bad. Oh, we're not gonna be taking 1 hour break. That's horrible. Give me a second. I need to change that. Damn. Tools. This one will be edited then. Recess. Wow, we're actually... Jokes aside and stuff, I didn't think we actually do like an actual judge jury stuff on this channel. I'm very surprised. It's sort of impromptu. I've always wanted to do this stream, but I wasn't confident. Oh, my bad. And once more. There you go. Perfect. 15-minute recess. Adjourn. You can stop shaking, Jerry. It's okay. You're not reading me more stuff. Hold on. How do I do this? When do you stop shaking? There you go. He's so chill now. He's so chill. Dang, girl, you need a nap? Yeah, this grandma needs a nap. What about it? I'll be sleeping in cockpit. See ya till then. Oh, okay. I know we got Tanuki somewhere in there. It's towards the end though, so we'll look over you. You might be sleeping in the cockpit. You might not be sleeping in the cockpit no more after we pass your case. Also, Juju, in case I've not made enough to make it obvious, it's judgment, not judgment. Did I misspell something? Where? Where did I misspell this? Ah, shucks, I misspelled it and everyone saw it and no one said anything. Thank you, Kinja, for letting me know, but I can't change it. Well, I could change it, but then it looked like it was. We'll just have to live with it. Look away! Don't look at my pinned comment! I mean, read it, but pretend like I wrote that correctly first and foremost. Is it a sin if you build a kit and then set them on the shelf without posing them? Like, standing how a soldier stands fully straight? I'm personally not a fan, but I know some people do that. I guess if you built 100 model kit, it's probably the most efficient way to store them, right? So I couldn't really... I don't consider that a sin. Have you seen some of the stuff we've already moved around in approval or denied stuff? We have people breaking stuff. We have also people hoarding nubs, and I can't believe we let that person go through, personally. Even if I'm not hired, I'll just be a stowaway. Huh? A stowaway? Are you going against the decree that we've set in this room? Here's the closest thing to a sin I have. I forgot let me double check this real fast. Let me see. Oh, I have to go to the podium. Hold on, give me a second. Let me double check something. Oh yeah, we're good, We have, what's it? Oh, you know what? We're going to the, if you submit it through Discord, we're actually on the form right now. There was some repeats there, so I couldn't get them all in there too, and some of them were a little bit less heinous than I thought. Some of them was just ripping stuff apart, and it's like, okay, but who has not? Surprisingly, the only kit I ripped bare hands are the Pokepla and the EGs, because that's how they're intended to be built, so I don't think you should lump me in with those people. Those with some insane wrist strength and stuff. Objection! There's some reason why Jueri misspelled. She's not even here in person, only hologram, so something rushed her. Yeah! I'm out here taking care of my 4 kids. What are you doing? Judging me for my spelling? How could you? So 90% of my kids are in A pose for space reasons. I would say 100% of my kids are not in A pose at all, because I just don't like that pose at all. Jueri is wondering if we passed mine yet. It was the one with the MG2 Titan version, not building it. I don't know, because there's just so many submissions. There was about 70 submissions this time around, so we have about 20 on this stream. I could see if I could try to fit some more in, but I have to do some live technical stuff where I put the text in. It would just take a unfun amount of time on my behalf to put more in. A Kotoki pose? What's it called? What is this Kotoki pose? That's a crime, and A stance takes like 2 minutes. You're harsher than me, I feel like. Put him on the board. By the way, I was the one who broke 4 kids and succeeded with 4 kids in high school. I did come back to Gunpla building during my junior year in high school. I improved a lot with only 1 broken kid. Ah, 1 broken kid since then. I succeeded in all my other 10 kids. You're telling me your casualty in terms of mobile suit is 4 out of 14, is that correct? Wait, we have an extended recess, but like, let me get this straight first. I wanna know. JXI. Since you made yourself known, shall we dig into this a little bit deeper? Hi Zeno, welcome. Currently we're on recess, but we'll be back in 10 minutes. We have gone through 10 confessions, but you're just in time for another 10, so no worries. No worries. A bunny with only 4 kids, that's rare? Oh, I'm sorry. You're all adopted too. Good morning, Ishoku. Late. You're rejected. Late. Part 2 when? Let's see. Maybe after I build Sinanju a couple more times, we can return to the stream. Yeah, we can do that. My Gunpla Sin bought Dragon Momoko kits, enough said. What's wrong with that? You're an enthusiast who enjoys other kits. That's okay. Remember bunny.top, let's go! I didn't submit mine, but I was gonna paint a high-grade Banshee norm I built a while ago, so I disassemble and sort the parts in the bag. I just found this bag that's seen over here now. You're horrible, how could you? Abandoning your ally in field, that's crazy. If you were here, you've been denied. I thought your worst sin was having over 100 in your backlog, enough for a spreadsheet, but actually, forgetting a kit is an entirely different thing. Kotoki pose is definitely better than the stiff Mama Pete pose that you see sometimes. Whoa, we'd have to roast the entirety of the Gunpla community. Also, thank you for scratch channels, and thank you. There was a time as Saku's solder joint was so tight it was making noise, I stupidly thought it had a racket joint. Oh. Dragon Momoko is a third-party company that copy Bandai knockoff kit, which are illegal, which hence why Bandai sued them to shutting down. Are we talking about their existing kits that already exist, or are we talking about kits they have not made because of P Bandai things? If it's not existing kits that they have not built, let's say Tequila Gundam or something, I could maybe overlook it, but if it's already something they sell, it's a bit dubious. Both? Yeah, okay, that deserves a slap on the wrist. Or more. Big fine. If backlog was a sin, then half the people in here are out. I think there's a certain number to how many backlogs you can have before it's considered a sinful thing to hoard. You're either a really slow builder or a really fast buyer. No in between. I would say like over 30 is when I get a little bit suspicious, you know. Over 30, yeah. Cause that's where I'm nearing right now. But I think it should be good. I'm pretty good right now. Also, let me know if the mic sounds loud enough or the music is taking over my voice. This voice filter is kind of it's kind of new, so I'm not sure if it's peaking or not. I finally dropped 159 on the RG Phoenix and I was trying to get a hold of it for 2 years, totally worth the pain of money. That's great actually, I think that's fine. But it's a bit of a shame in it, because I think the RG Phoenix since then has increased in price. It'd be kind of hard. If we did it any longer, it would have been in the 200 range by inflation standards. Daban is straight up one-to-one copying kits. Dragon Momoko at least makes changes to the kits. Oh, but I still wouldn't approve of it. I don't want that to be the case. Even if they did do that, I just feel like on the lines of IP ownership, that's a bit too much of a gray area. Academic success, I have 16 Gunpla, 3 non-Gunpla, 4 SDs. Oh, that's cute. You build SDs, so that makes you what, 23? You have destroyed 4 out of 23. That's let me do calculations here. 4 divided by 23 is 17%. Your mobile suit has a 17% of surviving 17% survival rate. That's a little too, or sorry, 17% destroyed rate. That's a little too high, don't you think? It's nearly 20%. You're about to make it so that 2 in 10 kids are about to be destroyed in your hand. I don't like that. I don't know. You have to build more kits in order to offset your sins there, buddy. I don't have a backlog. My buys are very sparse. Perfect, as it should be. I'm getting to the point where I'm just chilling out right now because I wouldn't want to overload my backlog. Not gonna lie, I waited over 5 months to finish building kit. I started, that's halfway done. Well, that's fine. It's better to not build and then to build at a longer pace. Alright, that's fine. My backlog's easily over 30. I think I'm at 25. But to be fair, a lot of them were sent through the PO box, which is why I don't think I want to open a PO box during December because I actually get kind of anxious. I see it next to my backlog, so I see it all the time. I bet hiding it would make it a bit more of a peace of mind for me, but I'd rather face the shame rather than hide it away. So my success failure ratio is 23 and 28. That's still pretty high. I didn't overpay, but as a gift for me going to high school, my mother got me the HMM Liger Zero on Amazon, and at the time it was being scalped, so she paid $230 for the kit. Your mother loves you dearly. It's not even a sin, that's just not an approval or a sin, that's just wholesome love, which do not exist in many forms. $230? I don't know if my parents ever spent that much for me, aside from like college and stuff, but I don't know. You should treasure that. 4 in your backlog, but custom builds you're not gonna talk about. That's cool, actually. Custom builds to me seems like a very difficult way to break into doing more what you want. Painting, I think, is the longest part, right? Not a lot of model kit builders who do custom like the painting nearly as much. It's relaxing, but not the same as putting parts together. I should even have 30. Ammo is just hard to get here. Yeah, that's fair. Fair. Backlog with 12, that's fine, I currently have 7, should be able to knock that down a fair bit when I get to the high grades though. I've been building a more detailed kit, also had a few issues with broken workshops, so I'll catch up. One of the ones I really want to finish is my F14, because it only needs water slides, but I really just like putting water slides on it. So it's kind of limbo right now. I'm hoping that next week, I'm gonna get back to building the Sinanju, RG Sinanju, if you must really know. So, we haven't built it in 2 weeks. Last week we built the F14. This week we have done the council on around your Gunpla Sins. Next week we're gonna go back to RG Sinanju. I think I'm good with my 2-week vacation. Probably 100 now. Your model kit count? No way. Hi Titan Warlord. We're on break right now. This is recess during our judgment time. But we'll be back into it soon. Liger Zero is around 60 as it did reprint recently. Man, 230? Overpaying? We were talking about overpaying kit by 30%, but that's like 3, 4. We're paying by 400%, is that correct on the math? Man. I've been gaming too much to build. To be fair, Silk Song, Peak, what other things they got? I just know Silk Song is the biggest one. You know, Silk Song is a pretty incredible community. I heard about it and I see it being celebrated, but the moment the game drops, no one released any spoilers except for like hot fan art of the one bug with the red cape and stuff. Outside of that, it's been pretty spoiler free. I'm very, very shocked. But I don't know if it's because I don't have Silksong followed or have an interest on Twitter. People are keeping a tight lid on it. Oh, I thought you finished it. I haven't been able to catch a stream in a while. Nope! I need to build the torso, so we're putting that on. It doesn't have a head or torso. It has the leg, the waist, and the arms. That's it. It's on my desk. Every single day, I see it in front of me when I get on the computer. So, it's been there haunting me ever since I stopped building it. Too scared that a gap 2 weeks like that could stop me from building it ever. I'm very tempted to just not build it anymore. So, I gotta get back to it next week. Hot fan art. This is like the most... Yeah, was it Silksong fan art? It's like the least sexual character, but it's the most sexualized character ever. It's crazy how that works in inverse. People want to loot it more when it's covered up and everything. I want to buy Gunpla, buy La Gunpla. I'm too busy working to build Gunpla. I've work to buy. You need to knock out that backlog. Silksong's preventing me from starting full armor unicorn. Oh no! could be worse. Zoe kits are just expensive in general. It's why I'm liking the new ones from Tommy. Actually, reasonable price and good looking kits too. Yeah, the one from Kodo is it's pretty pricey too. I think it's like I want to say 100 or so. But the build experience is not that great, and honestly, it's not that much bigger compared to other size and model kits. So yeah. Oops, I'm gonna close this out. All right, guys, recess is about to wrap up. Let's continue on to more confessions. I need this Jueri to shake a little bit too. He looks too calm as he's reading these confessions. Hot fan art, what bug? Don't worry about it. If you're not on Twitter, you wouldn't know. It's okay. Give me a second. Let me just remove this part. Should be good now. And also remove the timer. I forgot to do the one thing I was supposed to do as directed by Tao, which is stretch and drink water. Sorry I cannot tune into the streams this week, Jueri. Hey, don't worry about it. I also got some things going on in real life that's requiring a bit more responsibility from me. So, it's not to do, it's pretty much everyone. Don't ever apologize, and this goes for anyone who comes to my stream. For being late or missing stream, it's okay. I'm always going to be streaming the next day or the next week. Court? Wait, hold on, before we start anything. Would it be sin if I change the GN sword for an amazing XE and remove the 2 side parts so that the other kids can use it because it's my substitute for physical blade for our freedom like Mighty SF? No, that's being resourceful. A little bit sinister, but maybe not lore accurate. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, court is now in session. Jueri, are you ready? Jueri will be reading some more stuff, so hold on. Duel Jimmy. Perfect. He gets closer to the camera too. Alright guys. We will now begin our session here in the courts. We will begin with our continued reading of the confessions. As you know, these readings are the worst of the worst. They are indescribable darkness within the heart. But it's good you acknowledge them and make them known, because it makes it a lot easier on us to approve the pilots that are maybe a little bit sinful, but they have redeeming qualities to them. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright. Let's see. Our reading confession number 10. Let's go. I think 90% of decals look weird, so never add more than like 1 or 2 to my kit. Damn, aren't you lazy? Yeah, this is... wait a minute, hold on. I'm sure in battle this is fine. Valid. In battle this is fine, yeah, but within my heart, we should at least look a little different from each other, have a little bit of personality, you know? He's 100% correct. But there's fine, your mom. Okay, there's going to be a bit mixed reception here. There's some of us who love our mobile suit a lot more than this guy, clearly. I wanna put them in discard pile, to be honest. I can't believe it. Why do you have the hot fan art page on Twitter? I hate when tweeters do that. What are you talking about? Katoki markings are whack? I guess if you build a mobile suit not decorate, it's okay. You're just a very functional person. It hurts my artistic heart to approve of you, but there are far worse things in this world than not putting on decals. Is there now? Most accepts decals on it. I agree with you. I'll say, I agree with you. But he'll be fine. He'll survive. We can save money on paint and decal stuff. So, approve. Thank you for your confession. Surely there must be something worse than this. Seeing as how a lot of people have this sort of confession, but maybe not submitted for this one, I think it's a good idea to bring it up every now and then. Alright, that's just 7. Approval. Your artistic heart should appreciate clean minimalism. If your gym looks like the guy next to you with his gym, I don't know, man. I think there's some beauty in unity, but at the exact same time, we're not like that strict. You know, we're not Zeons here out here looking like the other guy to the left of us and the right of us and the front of us. We have a little bit of personality around these parts. Alright? My ass, it's anime accurate. I know! You know, the thing with decals is that you can tell if someone's a fake fan or fake federation if they don't got decals on them. That's what I'm saying. If they don't have decal number 2 on the left toe, then we know for sure there's Zeon soldier posing as one of us. You know, he won't look like the next guy's gym because he didn't slap all the decals by default. it would just stick out more than the other guy. Okay. The decals worn off from battle, but the suit came back whole. A true vet. Oh. Is that so? He just so coincidentally, the Zeon took their grand old time scraping off his decal, leaving his suit whole as is without any scratch mark or gouging. That's crazy, actually. Impressive of Tango with those Zeon suits, I guess. He's making his own conscious choice to make his gym look the way he wants it to. Bro's an ace pal in the making. Tch. Well, whatever. We approved of him, so we don't have to keep the sunscreen anymore. Ryu! Oh my god, huge fan of you! Guys, Ryu's here. He's with us. I can't believe it. New here, are we dropping Gunpla Sins in the chat? I didn't see a link or anything in the description. Unfortunately, we have the submission done ahead of time, so if you like to, you can join us for the next time. Not that I have any plan quite right now. So, yeah, sorry. I did put out a form on Twitter and also on my Discord. If you want to be notified for the next one, I recommend joining the Discord for the application next. Yeah. I don't gotta over-explain myself to Ryu. He's too cool. Huge fan. Jueri switched my headphone. Why does Jueri sound like she's speaking from a speaker? She sounds nothing like that when I was on my laptop speakers. Haha. It's my new type ability. I'm able to resonate my sound in different wavelengths. Not a problem. Yeah, not a problem. Mod, grab this man a link. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There's a lot of links coming out. They're just very zealous. I apologize. Alright, let's go. We got our 11th confession here. Are you ready? Even though I have both double-edged and single-edged nippers, even though I have a variety of files and hobby knives, even though I'm in the right state of mind and have common sense, I still twist some piece off the runner by hand. Oh, are you sure? You sound a little spoiled. You sound like you have a little too good. You have all these tools for your model kit. Some people don't have tools and they're forced to use nail clippers or scissors. You actually have all these tools and you still do it by hand. That's crazy. Calling it out. Horrible. I don't like you. I'm sorry. I don't think you're in the right state of mind. We might have to do an eval on you just because those are signs of a psychopath. Denied. Easy rejection. Can't do this. Can't look at you anymore. I mean, sorry, the Jerry's just reading. He's just passing along the message. He's not the messenger. But we can't do this. we can't let this guy pass. We can't let this guy pass at all. There you go. We're getting pretty close to 50% approval denial rate. Now we look like we have standards. Trying to take shortcut? Yeah, right? They can't appreciate the time it takes to slave over the means to like cut away twice, you know, cutting far away and then cutting close and then keeping it clean. I don't like that. I'm sure many of you guys disagree with that too. We can't have lazy shortcut taking people in our crew. We have to have people who are willing to take the time to build these model kits and in turn build our mobile suit too. To the firing squad. Sheesh. Firing squad's a little bit extreme. He how often does this happen? The fact that they know that they have these tools available to them, they still fist them off by hand. I don't know, man. That's wild to me. It sounds like a continual thing. Most confessions are talking about their first model kit, but this might be the only confession that seems to imply that's been ongoing for themselves, right? I think this is a pretty easy to approval to denial verdict here. Sin movie? No. We're not. It's not movie sin or anything. This is Gunpla Sins. Seems fine. You can twist off pieces like the polycaps. Well, anything on the inside of the frame is technically fine, but we can't have stuff scraping on the outside parts, you know. So we can't just have this. We can't have this guy running out. We gotta remove him. Remove him. Wait, where are we at with this? We are at 11, so I think right now we should have it at... Okay, we have it 11 now, okay. Right? No, we're at 12, what the heck? Oh yeah, this is 12. My bad. Anyways. Wait, I did update the score count, right? I did update the score count. 8, 9, 10... Oh, we are on 12, okay, my bad. Alright, next one. Cutting the polycap feels so good, right? It feels like butter. Ooh. He would deploy full gear and then start throwing punches? No, he's too zealous for war. We don't like that. Alright, next one. I forgot to put on the collar piece on the caliber and had to undo about 30 to 45 minutes worth of work when I finally realized something was missing while building the rest of the torso. Sayla! Aren't you... Everyone here has been kind of anonymous, but I can't believe you're okay with ousting yourself. That's kind of crazy. In case you guys don't know, Sayla is a VTuber with Relium. Right now, she's building model kits, but I haven't really streamed it because she has it for I think a dongle, which is why we haven't seen it yet. But Sayla is building it, and she's been asking me the proper way to build and stuff. She's double snipping. She is double snipping, and she doesn't lie with double snipping, but she'll understand later down the line. This is like child's play though. So let me get this straight for your confession. You forgot to put on the collar piece and had to undo your work. And then... No, this is fine. To me, this reads as though you have dedication, patience. Mistakes happen all the time on this kind of field, but are you willing to own up to it? Yeah, Prez, you're too cool! In case you don't know, Sayla has started building, I want to say... it sounds like she's been building like 1 or 2 kits, maybe a 3rd one. So she has a lot of building experience. Considering that some people here's first model kit has been made with nail clippers or like forcibly removed from the runner, this is child's play. I'm happy for you! I'm happy for you, Sayla. I'm so proud. Oh, I'm so proud of you. She won't get it done right the first time, but she'll keep doing it until it's done. Adding your name to an anon confession is a problem though. Bad OPSEC. It's okay. She feels very, very remorseful for her confessions. Henceforth, she has included her name so that we can recognize it and shame her for it. But I will not do that. I will not do that on your behalf. Alright. I forget parts all the time. As long as you go back and put it in on this, fine. Yeah, you're fine. People's first model kit are either destroyed, trashed, broken, missing a leg, missing an arm, missing a left eyeball. Like, this is perfect. I like this for you. Let's keep it that way though. I trust Sayla. I trust Sayla in the future. Alright. Putting that in approval at number 8. Perfect. This is why she's number 1. Sayla, if you're watching this, I hope you get better. nuts was a little bit hard, but you're doing good. You're doing good. What the other tiny part really does to a person. Wait, okay. I'll take this out. Take this. We can probably take a couple of chat confessions later on. We're almost done with these ones at least. So we'll see. Next one. I build Gunpla often at the end of a long pier. It's not windy and I've never lost any pieces in the water, but it's just really nice. Bro, this is a sin? No, you sound like you're living the good life. That's. I'm jealous. I'm jealous you have a long hair to build your model kit in. It's our farming. No, but consider this. If this is their worst sin when it comes to Gunpla, can you imagine what their best sin is? Or sorry, not best sin. Best practice is? I want to be this guy's friend. What's a sin? Yeah, right? Wait, hold on. Because you have submitted a sinless sin, I'm inclined to believe that this is a cover-up for something way worse below the surface. That's what I'm thinking. Either you're building a lot of EG kits, or maybe high-grade kits are not that complicated, you don't mess up at all, you don't break any parts, you don't have any pieces broken, but the worst thing you've ever done was building in a non-ideal place. Makes me suspect that there is something more sinister beneath that happy-go-lucky confession. This is a Gundam Field Fighter character? Oh, really? Really? How in the Earth Sphere is that supposed to be a sin? That's what I'm wondering. This is a cover-up. This is definitely a Xeon in disguise. Okay, we're gonna turn them down. We're gonna deny them, because what I'm thinking is that there's a Xeon soldier submitting Gunpla Sin, and they think that because they said something really nice, they're gonna get an easy approval, which they would. But because we're in a war zone, this begs to differ with my intuition. Right? We're gonna deny this person. You're definitely trying to play both sides right now. I can't trust you. You're too good at this. You almost got me there. Alright. It's my greatest weakness is I'm a perfectionist type stuff, right? If you can't properly reflect on yourself, I'm just led to believe that you're not part of the Earth Federation. You're trying to weasel your way in here, you know? We need more evidence to pass a verdict. No, Tao. I'm using my judgment here. I don't think this is part of our crew at all. We must have shifted through the application, let a Xeon pose in there, so that's all I'm doing here. That's all I'm doing it. You sound cool though. If you're not actually part of the opposing side and you are actually part of us, I apologize, but we can't take chances. There are tons of other pilots out there who are willing to be more upfront about their stuff, but building on a pier like you're some anime character is actually insane. Actually insane. Hey, hey, yo. See, who are you? Why are you in here even? Mods, tie your shoes together for like 5 minutes. Wait, hey, what the? Why are there so many of you guys in here? This is part of the Earth Federation live stream. What is wrong with you? Yeah, okay. You think you can just say that in here? Wait, guys, stop. We can't ban half the chat. We need to actually have an audience to chat with. Mods, don't do anything. They're being funny. No, wait. Commander Town, don't worry about it. They're just messing around. It's just jokes on the field. That's all. Don't worry. All right, you've been denied, Mr. Ooh, I don't have anything bad to confess, but I do build at the pier. Okay. Mono Eye Lover. Alright. Mod, turn them into tomato face. Mod, put them in space. I'm a normie when it comes to Gunpla related streams. Hey, don't worry about it. Your viewpoint is just as valid. Now you find something wrong, that's even more weighted precisely because you're a normie about it. Let's see. Alright, next confession. I bought and sold more Gunpla than I built in the last year. I swear I'm not a scalper's reseller. Sad face. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out what's... Okay, this is not the worst, but I'm trying to figure out what scenario will allow them to be in a position where they're selling more than they're building. You sound like a scalper. Like, is this not a scalper? Is either this guy a recovering addict when it comes to purchasing within his means, or he's a scalper for real, but on a smaller scale? Hold on, this guy is just Anaheim Electronics. What? Urfed, that is just the Hajimini? Amini? Miss Han, send him to the principal office and have him expelled. I think we're doing something worse than expelling this guy. We might have to... we might have to send him to the officers. This sounds like a really bad way to evade taxes or something. There's just no way. This sounds like he's money laundering. So end of the year, when you submit your taxes, you buy up all the Gunpla. Have your funds be stored in the value of these Gunplas. And then next year you sell them off and then make profit. I knew it. These people are crazy. When are they going to open a shop? They're not opening a shop, that's the thing. They're selling 1 or 2 model kits, I think. I mean, if you're clearing your backlog in exchange for FOMO P Bandai, it's understandable, I guess. Is that real? Weapon stealer. Reject him, but keep his contact info for later. Maybe they work at a store that sells Gunpla. You guys! They bought and sold more Gunpla than they built in last year. Wait. Is this Zephyr's Arcade? Wait a minute, let me just check the form real quick. Did I miss this and it's actually Zephyr's Arcade? Where are we at? Let me find this one. If this is the arcade that did that, there's no way, right? I don't think it is, though. Where is it? They said they sell more than they... Give me a bit. If this is Zephyr's Arcade, maybe I can overlook this because they are supposed to do that. But if it's a regular person, then we might have to whoop them. Okay, wait, there's too many. There's too many submissions, so it's taking me a long while to find this person. Oh, here it is. No, they're just a regular dude. It's not Zephyr's Arcade. Okay, wait, we actually have to remove this guy. We actually have to reject this guy. It's not... I mean, I've sold kit, I didn't build on eBay, sold them at a fair price, even the P-Bandai stuff. Yeah, but I'm sure you probably built more than you sold. Let's say you have... Let's say in 1 year you have 10 kits built. I think it's pretty reasonable with high grades. I mean, you probably sold about 11 or more kits. I think that's a little bit too much, right? Like, you're a fan of these model kits, you're gonna be building a lot of them. Let's say you're really slow at building, you only build MGs and probably 5, then you're selling 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you build a decent amount of model kits, even just a handful, they're selling more of that. I don't like that at all. It looks like the MGS comm device. I see. This person is with Nest Backlog. It's 2 sins in 1. True. Denied. I swear I'm not a scalper and reseller. Yeah, right. Okay, buddy, take it to the HR. You're a little too suspicious with that one. I don't really like that. Damn, we're actually pretty close to the 50-50 rate at this point. I thought we were gonna be having more rejections or more approved, but pretty close. Hey, good job. Damn. Alright, next one. This is... I forgot number on, so we're gonna have to take a guess. Next... Oh! I once shoved a beam saber effect part of my... Oh! I'll keep doing it if it weren't for the fact that they don't have a more flare base. I still think about it though. Let's put this away for now. But I'm sorry you were forced to read such confessions, Jueri. They're either a very big fan. They're either a very big fan and we should have them, or they're actually a sinner. They're just a sinner, and we shouldn't have them. Can you imagine what happens? We leave them in the weapons room. I think this is too much. This is too much. We gotta. We cannot. Oh, sorry. We're gonna deny you, and also, I need to cleanse my eyeball after reading that. You guys. You guys. I read the form, right? This person submitted as Anon, so I don't know who it is. But the body part, I can't say. They legit wrote out the body part, and all I could do is just sit there at the screen. I don't know, guys. Send them to Detroit. yeah, don't worry about it. You should check back on the VOD. Someone is shoving parts of places we shouldn't be shoving in. He? Who said it was a he? Anyways, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to remove you. Remove you for such heinous confession. That is, which one is that one again? That was this one, right? What is this? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So our number should add up to 16, I believe. So it should be 8 denied. Shucks, man. Couldn't be that bad. Alright, that's probably the worst one yet. I thought it was gonna be like, the Lego horse guy. I don't know what that means. Speaking of beam effects, wouldn't it be bad to use the excess sprue of beam effects to make an original piece of a stabbing part? What I'm confused about, now I'm just curious, but aren't these weapons tiny? I don't know, you know? It seems kind of crazy you would do that to yourself. That seems crazy. Anyways. I'm sorry, you had to read that, Jueri. You didn't have to. This you don't want to know about him? Oh, that's good, that's good. Next one! Hopefully a little bit less sinister. I used to use my teeth to push tight parts together. I no longer do this. That's fine. I also have an XC in a jar. That's perfect, because you're keeping dust away. We do that too with the hanger. I don't know, guys. That seems fine to me, don't you think? This guy is making sure his kit is dust-free in a very innovative way by putting it in a jar. And he bites his pieces, which means that when he has to fight for survival, let's say he's starting on an island, he'd be perfect for the job. Right? As long as nothing else entered his jar. Sinner? You guys don't have your stuff in a jar? Let me think. Do I have anything in a jar? I don't think I even own a jar too. That's the thing. Wait, how big is the X? Yeah, this is 144? What else is in a jar? Dust, maybe? If it's assuming... I'm sure you can just clear it out. Wait, let me ask you something, right? Let's see. If we're almost any other MS besides Exia? Wait. Let me look up the Exia real fast. Sorry. Figure this out. Exia... Looks fine to me. I have to make sure it was the one I was thinking of, and it looks fine to me. I don't know. It's not as Exia, so it's heinous? Okay. Tell me then, what would make it less heinous if it's not Exia? Well, what's like a passable means to put in a jar? I feel like you have, what's it called, Phoenix or something? Isn't that like super gold? So I think that's fine. To me, he is... Alright, I'm assuming it's a he, I'm not sure. Let's ignore the jar part, okay. It looks fine, they probably think that too. Yeah, alright. If you're using our teeth, there's actually about 5 people who confess that, including myself, while pushing parts in with teeth. Exia personifies a woman? What do you mean? Is that in a show or something? Because to me, Exia looks like a normal Gundam. Doesn't look that womanly. Actually, being inclined to say it looks like a he. But who knows, you know, model kits and Gundams, mobile suit, whatever, they're pretty much non-gendered. Depends on the grade. If it's SD, so it's possible to put in a jar. Nah, they're PG. I'm kidding. Watch the intro. We see Exia as the girl in the intro. Okay, wait. Exia Gundam. Let me double check. It's Mobile Suit Gundam 00, right? So I'm gonna do this on my own real fast. Let me see this. Assuming I have no leak of audio, so I'm good on the copyright stuff. Intro? What's intro? Am I doing this right? Mobile Suit Gundam 00 Season 1. Okay, so this is good, right? Wait, why is it so hard to find the intro? Is YouTube breaking down on me? Can one of the mods grab the video intro for it? Because I can't find it on YouTube and I'm not sure I'm gonna spend the time finding it. Well, maybe I found it. Okay, wait. Put in dumps. Thank you. I don't know why YouTube is so butt cheeks. That's just a girl. You're gonna tell me that's a Gundam? Oh, okay, that's a girl with the okay. Oh, wait, I have to show you. I have to show you what Tanuki sent and why I was confused at first. Okay, so this is what Tanuki sent here. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this in. That work? Please don't crash on me. Alright, fine. So this is what Tanuki sent. See, I thought this was just... it's like, okay, sir, that's a girl. But then... Lou sent the follow-up image, and then suddenly it's no longer a girl. That's definitely a Gundam. Why can't I find this? What the heck? What? The WebP. That's why we're struggling out here. And then this is the follow-up context. Where is it? Huh? Okay, so I can't find it, y'all. Oh, sorry. That's something else. There you go. This makes more sense. That's interesting because the Exia to me doesn't really have feminine features. So I didn't get it the first time. If you're trapping someone's soul that's trapped in a Gundam inside a jar, you're kind of a little soulless baby. I don't know. Been gone for a hot minute now, someone's on trial. Hi, doing it. Alright, I'm gonna just have to leave this to you guys. Is this considered a sin or not? Should we approve or deny their application to the Federation? They actually confessed two things in one confessional. One, that they bite their pieces in a place, and number two, they put the XE in a jar. Denied? It's not an actual person, it's just how the pilot sees the Gundam. Oh! Damn, he's crazy. I can't believe we're actually accepting delusional people in here. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. Denying? I think the teeth pushing part together is not the issue. We don't care about dents on our mobile suit nearly as much, but damn. Do you need additional info for the Jueri conviction? No, we don't. I shall let this go. Because there just seems to be a bit of discomfort among the Jueris for your confession. We're gonna have to remove you. You seem like you won't be a good team player. Anyways. Denied! Denied! Sorry. We have to take into account about other people's feelings into this too. Jar's Mega Curse Canton on team. They're keeping out the dust and they're keeping out this mobile suit. Put it in the hangar next time, you know. That stuff seems more reasonable. Okay. So that was that. Oh damn, we're 9 people left and right now. We're just about to break the streak. Okay, we have how many more? We got about 4 more. Or 3 more? We got 3 more. Alright, here we go. 17th confessional. I keep nubs and runners clippings not for sprue glue or anything useful. I just find running my hand through a tin of nubs to be fun. I also fully decal kits, but don't panel line anything but the face slits. Ignoring the last half because that seems pretty normal to me. The first half is a little questionable. I'm not a mother by any means, but I would hate to you'd be great friends with the one guy who's keeping a pile of nubs in his drawer but not checking in on that thing. Approve. They definitely have an ASMR channel. Is this for sound or is it for textile? It seems like for feeling of it. I don't know. Not a sin, just autism. No? You think so? I'm trying to figure out where it could be bad for us in this. It seems to me if we have any clipping or shavings of our mobile suits in the hangar, he may be down to keep those in storage for us. What your chicks to take care of? Yeah. They should be indoors now, I think. I told Mama Han to bring them indoors. But that's not right now. That's not for now. Why do you think I'm here only in holograph effect form? The nub thing is valid, but the lack of panel lining is a sin? No, I don't think it's a sin. Simply because he just values different things. We said it wasn't a sin for the guy to not put decals on himself, but suddenly if he's not panel lining, it's considered a sin? Doesn't really make sense to me. They can share it with Nubbit person, right? They can hold hands together if they really want it too. Legit have a liquid quart container full of nubs. Now why is it liquid though? Are you letting the baby chicks run around outside? How old are they? No. They're in like a really big box, which is temporary. It's a box that's big enough to house me and they're laying flat, so they're fine. Right now it's like 8 p.m. so they should be indoors. I think Mama Han might have done it before I told her. So I was late. Anyways. Decal and kit, not panel lining. I gotta ask, do you guys panel line the unicorn? Or do you keep that pristine white? I'm just curious. Panel lining is the bare minimum. I wish I could agree with you, but I don't panel line my kits simply because I have too many kits right now. Dang, that's a small box. Okay, come on. We're being legit right now. I wouldn't confine them to like a shoebox. They're in a bigger box now. If you're only gonna panel line one part, the face is definitely the best choice, right? I feel we can pass it up. They admitted their sins, and so I think that this could be worse. This could be worse. You're fine in my book. We'll take you in. But we'll probably, keep the nub pile thing at bay. I don't know. It could be an issue, but we approved the other guy, so this should be fine too. Approved! I panel line and decal my unicorn. It's really nice. Ooh, okay. I don't trust myself panel lining. I don't think I have a proper tool quite yet for it. So that's why I haven't done it. I think the judge is biased. What? Why am I biased? Because I've done the same thing? Come on. I see myself in him, but doesn't mean that I'm judging it based on my own experiences too. So any new viewers, feel free to like and subscribe to Jueri if you're enjoying our streams. Also join us on the Mochi Factory Discord, where she announced her stream schedule and more. Right? Yeah, last week we had a raffle too, so we got cool stuff going. Anyways, approve. I like you. You're fine. You could be worse. You could be the guy with the jar stuff. Nice. We're at 50-50 by accident, but here we are. You can panel line with a pencil. We should lock you up. We can't have you running around spreading such ideals. That's horrible. A pencil? At least it's not Sharpie, but come on. That graphite is not going to stick that long. Is hologram Juju the same as real Juju? Yeah, I am. Am I not? No, you cannot. Gel pens still use regular ink, but leaks out more ink than ballpoint pens. Ugh, I don't know you guys. I'm doing my best. Don't plus freedom, Jueri. You cannot contain me. I won't contain you or anything, but that pencil's a little bit questionable. Legit panel line with mechanical pencil? Yeah, but the graphite doesn't sit right with me. I don't think that's the best choice. Suddenly, if I panel line with Sharpie, I'm the criminal, but you're out here lining it with lead and stuff. Pencils are for marking cuts and scribing lines when scratch building and not panel lining. I'm with this guy. This guy should be on the council too. I use Sharpie instead of color correcting stickers. No, I said pencil was not that bad compared to Sharpie, but even Sharpie's pretty bad too, because you get discoloration with it. It's not the best choice, no, but it's better than nothing. Oh, you don't want to see my collection then. The only one that's panel line is my first one. Since then, I personally feel that the mobile suits are perfectly fine without it. They look fine, I think. Anyways, next one here. Jueri, read it aloud. Or I'll read aloud, you know. In the past, I'll bend the plastic just enough to see stress marks. I thought the pattern looked super cool and it would have more articulation, unquote. And I would color my kits with Crayola markers and or crayons. Far more superior tools than typical brush and paint. That's crazy! We're just talking about the pencil and Sharpie, and you're bringing a third option, which is Crayola markers and pencil? Or hold on. Wait a minute. Crayola markers? The crayon part! Okay, wait. I know who submitted this. If you're willing to reveal yourself, can you speak? What? Okay, playing dumb now, are we? This has gotta be a bit clear, rage bit it. I see you in chat, so if you would kindly send an image into one of the channels, please allow us to see this work. Must be a Marine. No, I'm not ready to reject them. What if they're onto something, right? They're onto something and they actually make it look good. They're clearly mentally unwell, not fit for service. Hold up. Even if they're a little weird about the way they go about things, you know, panel lining is like the bare minimum for some people. Let's just see what it looks like. Person who submitted this, can you please? Are you actually rage baiting, or is it photos that you can send to me in DMs? Put them in research and development? That is crazy. Isn't there makeup with consistency like crayon? You're talking about oil crayon, right? We need evidence, or is it auto denial? Right? I think they're ready. I'm trying to figure this out here. What else is there in this? That old mobile suit might be boxed away already, to be honest. Oh, is that so? I see. Okay, ignoring the choice in tools, how about the first part? Bending the plastic just enough to see the stress marks, because apparently it looks super cool. I just want to know how you're bending these plastic in a way that has these cool patterns, so to speak. Because I've bent plastic on the runner, right? And I see the discoloration when the cheaper nippers starts to apply pressure. It lines up the color, right? That's crazy too. I'm trying to think. But all I can remember is like accidentally scraping and applying pressure on my plastic in a way that looks not that great. But this person is able to make it work, and like they're like a magician or something. I could see this being approved. I can't decide if this is worse, if it's true, or if it's a bait. No, I don't think this is a bait because they're a regular in the Discord. That's all I would say. I'll keep their identity secret. I think it'd be really funny. Now this is sort of a side here, but I think it'd be really funny to invite these sinners into VC and have them put on a voice filter and confess their sin directly. And I'm like, but we're not doing that. I should have hired Tab. Okay, I should hire Tab for it next time. Stressing out the mobile suit is bad for them. Think about it, right? They're being resourceful. Let's say we run out of paint and decal to mark our mobile suit and distinguish them from one another. What they're doing here is doing the exact same thing, except they're bending into place. They could be both a regular and rage bait. Oh, real. Yeah, that's right. Rage baiter. Can't have you in with us. We can't have you. Armor before magnetic coating. You're crazy. Anyways, you're weirdo for using crayon markers. Well, markers I can kind of give it a pass with Crayola because they're a pretty decent brand, but the crayon parts, you're a little bit questionable. Crayons can't mark plastic anyways. It needs a textured surface. It depends, I think. I have to see that. It's been a while since I touched a crayon. As you can tell. It's been a while. Wow, we're at 10 here. Can we actually even this out? Ooh, sorry. My 0 on my keyboard's broken, so sometimes it shows up to 0, sometimes it doubles it. No in between. Alright, we got one last confession, so we'll stop the suffering of this Jueri who's completely just a messenger, by the way. So will you please read out the last? Okay. We rejected. We don't have to do it twice. Hello, I'm nothing of Gunpla, but I'm here to judge. Perfect, Renan. We need some normies in here too. Bulk application denial. We might have some time. We'll see. We actually have a lot of time. I didn't realize this. It's crazy because this kind of stream and setup requires about 2 to 3 hours of prep, and it only takes about an hour and a half to go through. It's just the life of a VTuber, I guess. Anyways, back to the podium. Here is our final confession tonight before we open the table. I don't do anything weird like building Gunpla. I just have a tool buying problem. I spent hundreds of dollars on kits, but I spent way more on tools and supplies to build a kit, and the tool spending isn't slowing down. You need to be locked up. You're actually a menace. You're a menace around here. It seems like you don't like Gunpla. I'm sorry. You seem like you don't appreciate our mobile suit design. Wow, this is the first time I've read such a confession, and I don't like this person. And this is more of a tool sin? No. I don't care if it's tool sin, because we all have our tools for our craft, but skill issue. That's a middle-aged chat. You're not wrong. You kind of give me the impression of someone who's looking for a toolkit. You know those, my dad, Papa Han, he has, I think he spent like $50 to $100 on this one toolbox that opens up and has like 50 Phillips head of different sizes. That's what you need right here. But the fact of the matter is, you're not building enough mobile suit for us to really accept you. This person's gas. Which person's wrong with you? It should be the opposite, bro. Think about it like this, right? They said they spent hundreds of dollars on kits. So let's say about $150 to kind of even it out. That means he has spent about $150 on tools. What are you buying? Well, that's worth it. That's worth the amount that you're paying for kits. $100 on kits. Well, he put S's on that, right? Hundreds of dollars. Let's say 200, just for safe's sake. So he spent $200 on kits and $200 on tools, if not more. Meaning he probably bought God hands like 5 times. He bought a God hand for sure. He bought probably a sanding buffer, glass nail filer, sandpaper sheet. What else is there? Probably Tamiya thin cement, Tamiya marker setter, Tamiya softener. What are you buying? I can't even think about how many tools it requires you to do your job for this. Send them out. Hold on, we need an expert matter on this. Where's the Surgic? Is the Surgic in the chat? Can we consult our advisor here? Because he's someone who's built and customized a lot of kits. I would almost say at a professional level. Is this normal? One God hand per kit. Yeah, this guy is buying. Hi, Lizardic. Let me ask you, Lizardic. How much have you personally spent when it comes to tools versus how much you spent versus kits? Because we're trying to pass judgment on is this guy right here who spent more on tools than model kits. Yeah, bro's going through airbrushes like crazy. That's the only way you can spend that much money. Tools are relatively cheap aside from exception, but what are you buying? Probably around 600? Okay, 600 in tools. But you're building more than you are buying, right? $600 in tools. I can kind of see it, but the thing is, the Surgic actually has like $1,000 of model kits. So I just feel like, not even the Surgic has spent that much actually. If you think about it, it's only 600. It's pretty good, and he has been pretty banger like custom mobile suits. I'm sorry, you are actually a menace to our accounting team. We can't have you. This speaks a lot about your spending habits, and I don't think I can look at this. You make the Surgery look sane for spending only 600 in tools. I'm trying to think about my tools, right? I have the mat itself. I bought like I received a kit that has a cutting mat, X-Acto knife, and like something else too, like maybe tweezer. That's relatively cheap. The God hands put me at 50, so 56, 70, maybe about 70, and then some of the stuff I have, maybe right now, I probably spent 100 on tools probably. We were talking about the value of it, but then when it comes to mobile suit stuff, model kits, maybe about 200 plus at this rate, so that's kind of weird. I find it so fascinating. Some people are just middle-aged dads looking for a good tool. And mostly my airbrush and compressor. This person could be customizing their model kits beyond just cutting it out, right? They're very cheap tools because I don't do anything crazy. My tools are around 100 bucks. Yeah, me too, me too. I spent more on paint, to be honest. You count paint? No, they said tools, so it's not gonna be paint. I'm so sorry, we're denying them twice. That's how bad it is. See, hundreds of dollars on kits, but way more on tools and supplies. Oh, wait, he said supplies. could be paint as well, but you can get a pretty wide range of paint just by mixing a couple of colors, right? I feel like there's ways to go about it a lot more frugally, but this is sending a heart attack to our counting at the base. Sorry. Spent 110 on Nipper so far, but you've been building longer than I've been alive, so I just feel like that's exception. Wow, actually, only $110 so far is incredibly resourceful of you. Alright, we have approved 9 pilots from our session here. Thank you so much. You'll be put on training by tomorrow, and please show up with a mobile suit of your choice. But yeah, thank you again for your submission. There is about 50 or so. Sorry, there's about 70 Gunpla Sins of confession. We could do more of this kind of stream. I wouldn't mind doing it, but we probably need to build the artist laundry right now. So we'll hold on to this score and everything. We'll find this next time for sure. I mean, I'm still my first pair of God hands. I would hope so. God hands, when you take care of them, they can last you a long, long time. 45% acceptance rate, not bad. I think there are some worse sinners out there. I'm still thinking about the guy building away happily with the wind blowing his back at the long pier. I'm kind of jealous, but that's clearly a Xeon soldier. A pineal unit will be formed. It has been formed. This would be a great monthly stream. Okay, we can do that then. We can do a monthly stream of sorts. But it really depends. Thankfully, a lot of the heavy hauling is me putting in the work up front for this stream. So if we were to do it again next month, we can probably set up real quick too. Like the odds? I don't know. There's some real questionable ones out there. You can choose any mobile suit you want as long as the name contains a G and an M and is 2 letters long. You can either choose a gym or a gym. Got a good chance? Also, if you do confess your sins, please be truthful. It's better to recognize your mistakes, your sins, your difficulties with your plastic model kits. It is fine. We can probably overlook it in some degree. It's better to be truthful than to be a liar, or else you're a Xeon, you know? They just let anybody into EFSFA these days and smack my head. I can't believe it. We're bringing back. I mean, not bringing it back, but we're still keeping the smack my head bit, and I can't believe it. Only real ones know. That Jerry's still tweaking out. Put him out of his misery. You're right. Let me just calm it down a little bit. Let me just. Oh no, he's still saying the stuff. My bad. Put him out. Ah, where is it? Where did I put it? Ah, I forgot. Where did I put the tranquilizer? Let's see. Where is it? Okay, here it is. I found it. Alright. All we can do is just blow at it. Look, see, he's fine now. Perfectly fine and presentable to speak for us. Perfect. We like that. Was this the recruitment trials for the Titans team? A sector of the Earth Federation is currently looking at the Emoji Court for some pilots, so this is our first batch of conventions and trial. He's shrunk? Yeah, his fur shrunk down. Isn't that incredible? Anyways, we'll probably bring this back up next month, since you guys seem to really like it. I think it's a really fun bonding experience to talk about this. So yeah, I gotta make sure to go back on some of my some of the other submissions and remove them from the sheet and stuff. That's an A in normal tranquilizer? What are you talking about, Touch? You're so funny. The Earth Federation got the tech to do stuff with our tranquilizer besides calming him down. It's okay. Like he shrunk like fanbase like Oshi. Okay guys, come on. I'm not that short. I'm truly not. Oh, doubt. Don't worry. No need for the long face. He's fine. Look at him. He's fine. He's good. He's good. Now the guy left me would start tweaking, then it becomes a problem because I wouldn't know why. The Juju height correction darts. she using the elephant tranks again, didn't she? I might have accidentally mixed up my tranquilizer. Oh no! We should have adjusted the dosage for Jueri's because they're more rabbit-based than elephant-based. He isn't moving? None of the Jueri's are moving, aren't they? Haha. It's okay. They just need a little bit of rest and they'll be fine. They'll be fine, Alright. Next month, we'll run through this again. If you already submitted your confessions, you do not need to resubmit again. But I will say, it gets to a point though, where there's some repeats in there. So if your confession kinda aligns with some of the others in some ways, I probably won't have it added to stream. But you can pretend that you submitted it yourself though, too. Girl, why do you need elephant tranquilizers to put down large bubble suits? Don't ask me why. I don't know. We're experimenting with new tech. We're experimenting with new tech. So yeah, so a couple things. If you already submitted yours, you're fine for next month. If it's a repeat of some other stuff, then you probably won't see it again. If you got some new stuff you want to submit, then that's okay too. But other than that, we're working with what we have here. Thank you, the mods, for coming to today's stream, managing some things. I appreciate it. And if you want to submit your stuff, the form is currently closed. I'll open it a week before when I decide to do it again next time. So today is Saturday, 13th. We can probably do October somewhere. Some of the test team gyms are still alive. Incredible. The elephant tranquilizer didn't work. It didn't work. That's crazy. Alright, also thank you so much. I had so much fun with this. I had a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've done a event stream kind of like this, where it requires a lot of setup, so I apologize for starting the stream so late, but now we started an end stream on a very reasonable time, so thank you so much. As long as we aren't using the exam system again. I mean, this one's fine. It's okay. Alright, see you guys. What's today? Is today Saturday? We're not streaming tomorrow.